Hey guys, we're going to look at a few different finishes to the Berimbolo position today. We're not going to get into too much detail about how to knock our partner over. This is a lot more about what to do after we knock our partner over. Okay, so we're going to start with something simple. I'm just going to be on my back. I'm going to be controlling the pants on one side, collar on the same side, and I'm going to start to kick my partner over. Couple options here. So if you're more flexible, I want to hook my 2 feet. I want to do this for both situations, but I want to hook my 2 feet around my partner's far side. If you're more flexible, I'm going to invert. So I'm going to go head towards the hip, and then I'm going to roll across my shoulders until my head comes out the other side. Okay, so this is my classic inversion. If you are less flexible, what we're gonna do is roll across our forehead. So I can keep my same grips. I'm gonna look towards the mat, put my forehead on the floor, and then just roll, do like a face roll across my head, and I'm gonna end up in the same position. Okay, so this is my face roll, or this is my inversion. The first finish we're going to look at is going to be the ladder. So I'm using my first leg that's behind Zara's knee to start to lift her hips up. And then my leg that's across her waist is going to hook behind her far leg. A really important principle behind taking the back from a Berimbolo is I need to first elevate my partner's hips off the floor. So I'm using both of my legs now to rock her knees towards her head. As soon as I have her hips up, I can let go of the pants and I'm going to hold the back of the trousers. Now I'm going to start to pull her hips in between my 2 knees, and I can use the foot that went behind her knee to start to kick her forwards. Last step, and this is the second really important principle for doing a back take from the Berimbolo, is I need to connect my chest to my partner's back. So after I've started getting their hips between my knees, I'm going to reach for their upper body in some way and pull her back to my chest, or if she's super strong, pull my chest to her back. Now I can put my 2 hooks in and finish my back take. So this is my ladder. The next one we're going to look at is going to be the wedge finish. So I have the same situation. I have my pants, I have my collar, and I've just knocked my partner over. I have the same hooks of my feet on the far side, and for this one, I'm going to invert through. The difference now, so the last one, my leg across the hip went behind the far knee. This time, I'm going to scoot super close, and I want to get my quad in front of her quad. I want to do a hard hamstring kick towards the floor, and then I'm going to use this leg that went quad to quad to stand on the floor. The more I can bend my foot and the more high I can get my knee up, the bigger of a wedge I'm gonna have. I can use this to start to kick her down and lift her hips up. Big mistake I see when people are trying this for the first time is as I start to kick down, we let our wedge leg also go down. And then I don't end up lifting her hips up. So remember, that first principle, I've got to get her hips up high. Keep my foot close to my butt, my other leg hamstring kicks down, I've got her hips up, I can start to reach for them, and I can scoot my chest under her back. If you try move around now, Zara, she should feel really stuck here, okay? There's not a lot of movement. All I have to do now is start to push her hips between my knees. So I open my knees wide, I push, and then I catch her between my 2 legs. We have another finish here, which is going to be the twister hook. And you can combine this with the last 2 moves as well. So this time, I'm going to do my face roll. Doesn't matter which version you do. I'm going to get close again, and I'm going to start to lift her hips. I can do it with my ladder, or I can also do it with my wedge. What's important for the twister hook, especially if you are less flexible, is once I get her hips up in the air, I want to think about getting my chest underneath her lower back. Okay, one, this is going to keep her propped up and make it really hard for her to defend, but now it's also going to put my leg, so I have one leg in front of her legs, one leg behind. It's going to put my leg that's in front in a really nice spot to start to put a hook in. Okay, so I already have one back hook in. I could just keep this, but if I can hook twice, so hook once with my leg, hook twice with my toes, this is my twister hook. All I have to do now is extend my leg, and this will start to drop her down between my two knees. I can go 2 hooks and seatbelt. If I roll you back here, Zara, from this position again, okay, so I have my wedge, or whichever way you did to get underneath their lower back. If you still find it hard, I can't really get my twister hook in, I want to use my other shoelaces. So I'm going to bring it underneath her shin, and I'm going to move her shin into the position, okay? So I'm using one foot to help me hook with the second foot, and now I can finish in the same way, okay? I can start to attack the back. Okay, I'm gonna do another one here. We have 2 more. This one, same again. I'm gonna hook. I'm gonna invert through. What's really nice about this one is maybe we're struggling to lift the hips up. I just can't, maybe Zara's keeping her legs really heavy, I just can't get it up. What I wanna think about doing is rolling back through, okay? So I can invert back through, or I can do my face roll back through. And then I'm just gonna shoot my hips across my partner. So I roll across my face, shoot my hips across, and I'm gonna wind up finishing in the mount position. So sometimes we wanna take our partners back. They know that, and they're gonna keep their legs, their hips super heavy. If we just can't lift their hips up, taking the mount is gonna be the easier option. So I'm inverting through. I can't lift her hips. I look back towards the floor, shoot my hips on top, and then I just square up with my partner. We have one more back take here, okay? So I have my same position. I've inverted through. This one's a little bit more advanced, but really strong. I want to use my leg that's behind and my hand that's controlling to push to help me get my knee behind. Okay, so I have one leg behind. Now I have 2 legs behind. I'm going to use both of these to start to lift her hips up or bring her hips to me, and then I'm going to control the far pants. This is really important because I do not want Zara to be able to stand on me. This is going to be able to escape the position. So I'm reaching for the far pants, and I'm going to stiff arm her hand away. Okay, now I can stand on the back of her knee, and I'm going to press and try get my shoelaces in here. Okay, so I have knee behind and leg behind. I press to get my foot, and then I press to get my shoelaces. From here, I'm pulling myself up onto my shoulder, and I want to get my same hook on the other side. I'm controlling her pants, and then I have this hook through. We have a couple options depending on how she reacts now. Okay, if she rolls across her back this way, I'm gonna get my knee under and then extend through. Or if she rolls to the same side, I'm gonna just get my knee under and extend through. So the same idea of elevating our partner's hips is really important here. So we're here, I spin through, I start to lift to get my knee behind. Then I stand, or I can control the pants first, and then stand. Shoelaces come behind, and then I get 2 shoelaces in. Again, we roll across, my knee goes under, and then I extend through for my crab ride. I take the back. If we roll to the same side, I've inverted, I get my knee in, control the pants, 1 crab hook, pull 2 crab hooks. If we roll to the same side, all I need to make sure is whatever side we do roll to, my knee goes underneath her hip. Okay, if she manages to get her hip to the floor, I've lost the back take. Maybe I can still come up in a leg drag, but the back take's not gonna be there. So I've gotta make sure, if I get the collar again, thank you, Zara. I've gotta make sure once I'm up here, I'm getting my knee tight to my partner's hip. So now when we roll through, I'm able to spin her on top, extend my crab hook, that's what's gonna sit them up, and then finally hooks and finish.